Hi, beautiful people. Today, this video is about how to find your purpose. This is sort of a cliche thing, I guess you could say, like, oh, I want to find my purpose. I want to know why I'm here on earth. And what I've been thinking lately is that cliches are around for a reason. I think it's because they're pointing towards a truth that's unarguable. So if you're looking to try to find your purpose, then this video is for you because I'm going to explain to you how it was that I was able to find my purpose, and I'm going to teach you how you can find your own purpose. Okay? So, the first thing you have to understand is that your purpose in life is going to change as you get older. Your purpose is not always going to be the same. My purpose used to be a student and an athlete. And that was my entire purpose, honestly. But I would say that I really found my purpose here on earth as a human being just actually recently. And it's actually making content, making videos, being an artist, being a creative. And the way in which I came to find my purpose this second time around was a little bit different than the first time around, because I think all of us naturally find our first purpose naturally, without really having to put any sort of effort, because it's just your purpose in life is kind of just like whatever draws your attention at first, right? So for me, I went to college for nutrition, and then I also ran cross country and track and field. But I didn't put any effort to really get to know that that's what I wanted to do. I didn't put any effort to find that purpose. It kind of just was given to me. I was told since I was little that I should go to college. So I think subconsciously I was programmed to just, okay, I'm going to go to college. And then nutrition just sounded interesting. And then when it came to running, I just happened to have some talent in it and I enjoyed it. And it was all of it was super natural. But then I graduated university. My running career was over, and I got so injured that I could no longer do the running. I just couldn't do it the way I used to. And then when it came to academics, I had already graduated from university, so it's I was brainwashed to basically want to go to college. Okay, went to college, graduated. So then now I got to the real world when I was 22, 23, back in 2019. And I'm holy shit, now it's life restarted in a way. I lost my purpose. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you how to find your purpose when you've lost your purpose, right? Because if you already had your purpose, you probably wouldn't be watching this. Because I know back when I was running and in nutrition and in school and stuff, I wasn't watching videos like this because I was just so into whatever I was doing. But if you're in a place right now in your life where you're trying to refine your purpose in life, maybe you feel like you had some passions or some interests before, but for whatever reason, they're not working out anymore the way it wasn't working out for me when it came to running and nutrition, because I ended up leaving the field of nutrition now to make videos for you guys. The way I came to this place where I feel like I have my new purpose, my second purpose, and I would say my more I don't know, my more spiritual type of purpose, to be at service, to really honestly put my heart and give it to people. And for me, I've mentioned, is through my content, through art, through creativity. And I think the way that I came to get to this point was actually through a process of refinement. What I really did was, over the last 5-6 years, was I just really started to pay attention more to my feelings, how it felt. I know before, I mentioned, initially that initial purpose, you just kind of get it naturally. But then eventually, when that initial purpose fades away, you have to find something new, but you don't know what. You're not even sure what, because that thing that you lost, it was your whole identity. If it was me, my whole identity was my running, my nutrition. So when I lost it, I was completely lost myself. So the way you find that new purpose is a state of refinement. You have to really um, start not doing as many things, actually. Like all the things that genuinely don't interest you, you have to slowly but surely stop doing them as often, because when we grow up, we were just conditioned to do certain things. I went to college because I was told I should go to college, but not necessarily because I thought like I should go to college. Like it was just because I was conditioned to want to think to go to college, right? So then to find out your true purpose, like who you really are and like what you're really here to do, well, it's something that no one else can really teach you. Or no one else can really actually get you to that place except yourself. But videos like what I'm making right now, it's to just point you in the right direction, because ultimately you have to put in the work to find your purpose. But again, to get to the practical steps, you have to stop doing things that don't really fuel your spirit, your soul, like things that don't align with you, right? Like you have to really stop doing things that don't align with you, like people, places, things. Like you really have to start refining yourself. And through that process, you're going to find out things that you really like. You know, the things that you can't help but keep gravitating back towards. Like maybe your mind keeps pulling you away. All these conditioning from all your childhood and young adulthood, it keeps pulling you away. But somehow you keep coming back to it. You keep coming back to it. No matter how hard, how much time you pull away, then you always want to keep going back. And for me, that was content. I even had like a 1.5 year, 2 year hiatus where I was not on social media. I wasn't creating any content, no YouTube, no Instagram, no TikTok. And guess what? I'm back. Because I had this thing pulling me, like my spirit just loved to create. So that's what you need to do. You need to pull away from the stuff that you don't really align with, that you don't really care about. And it's going to be really hard because you were conditioned for like a long time to think that you wanted certain things, whether it's money, whether it's, you know, women, men, you know, certain vices that you might have in your life, certain relationships, friendships, you know, family dynamics, you know, relationship dynamics, romantic relationships, you know, friendships, business relationships, work relationships, all of these relationships, you have to refine it. You know, you have to really question yourself, what is it that I really want? What type of people do I want around me? And then slowly but surely, you will get back closer to where you were when you were a little kid. Because you're always right here. When you were a little kid, you're right here. You were just very grounded and centered in who you are. And then we're conditioned. Then we get all the way out here. We lived all this and we felt like we had some sort of purpose. But then we ended up way over here. Now, when you're refining your purpose, like I said, you stop doing the things that don't really call your spirit. Don't call your spirit. And it's you're not gonna move here quick. It's gonna be like this, and you might go back, and then you move this, and you might go back, but you keep trotting along. Stop doing things that you don't care about. Stop doing things that you don't care about. Doing more things that you care about. You know, more things that you care about. And I'm not saying that because you care about them, they're not going to be challenging. It is going to be challenging because your mind's pushing you to go more in this way. Your mind's pushing you to go this way. But you're gonna keep plodding along every day, getting a little closer to center by really thinking for yourself. Stop doing all these things that you were conditioned to want to do, and really do what you really want to do. And it's gonna be really hard, but you're gonna keep pushing. And the whole idea is to get right back here in your center, like the way you were when you were a kid. And that right there is your purpose. So don't think of your purpose like having it, like it has to be something incredibly specific, like be a soccer player, be this, be that. Like eventually you probably will get to a point where you say it's something very specific. Like I will say, you know, I could say that my purpose is to make content, which I do feel like that's the case. But at the same time though, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok could just get completely destroyed tomorrow. You know, something happens and the internet goes down and there's no more content. But so I know I'm not necessarily a content creator. I'm a creative. I am a speaker. I am a communicator. I don't know, maybe a little bit of like philosophy, spirituality. Like, that's what I am. That's where I am. So if the internet goes down, I'm still gonna do what I'm saying, what I'm doing for you guys right now, but it would just be through a different medium. But I know that this is like where my purpose is at. And as time goes along, the internet's gonna keep evolving and social media is gonna keep evolving, but I'm just gonna keep adapting. But I'm back in my middle ground. So if you're searching for your purpose, remove what is not calling your spirit. Stop doing those things. Stop spending time around those things as much. And slowly you're going to notice, while going past what your thoughts are telling you, and by just keep pushing forward, listening to your spirit, listening to your inner guide, you're eventually going to end up right back here where you started as a kid, where you're just so intuitive, so in tune with yourself, like you just knew exactly who you were. That's where you want to get back at. And you probably already know what your purpose is. Like, you probably already have a good idea, but you're just not confident enough to really own that new identity yet. It's taken me a long time to get to the point now where I'm just like, yeah, I'm a content creator and I'm a creative and I'm an artist and this is who I am and this is why I'm here, to serve people through my creative process and to help other people to find themselves and become the healthiest, happiest version of themselves. But it took a long time. It's taken me a lot of time, energy, investment, and really taking chances on myself to really get to the point now where I'm feeling pretty confident. So take your time, be loving towards yourself in this process. It could be challenging at times, but remember to lean on people, keep listening to positive things that really align with you and that make you feel empowered. And slowly but surely, you're going to make your way back to where you started. And remember that you're actually coming closer to yourself. It might feel like that sometimes you're going further from yourself because you're changing, you're letting go of this old identity. But in reality, what you're doing is you're letting go of the identity that was conditioned onto you and that you invested your time into. And then you're going back to this way, like I said, when you were a kid, where everything was intuitive, everything was so natural, everything was so joyful, and you felt everything so intensely because you were so connected with life. And that's what you're trying to get at. So much love. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to comment down. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.